guys, welcome back to my show. I'm back with a weekly dose of reading, writing, publishing news. Today we are going to be doing something really unlikely, which is that we're going to be talking about querying. Querying is a big subject for today. So before I begin, I'll tell you what other things we're going to be doing. We'll be talking about querying, as I said earlier. We'll be doing a book talk on the Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky, written by Kwame Mbalia. And I'll be doing an author talk on Kwame Mbalia too. So let's begin. So let's start with the top 6 tips for authors querying literary agents. Number 1, do your research. So manuscript wishlist will help. That's like a website. It can help significantly because you would find the agents who would be most interested in your project. So don't this is my number 1 tip. Do your research. So means if you're writing a mystery novel or mystery book, do not end up do your research. Send your query letters to agents who are specialized in your genre. Do not query someone who's not even part of your genre, because then you would just get denied or declined by the agent because they are not even specialized in your topic, and it will just waste your time and their time. So make sure you do your research significantly and put your themes, trope settings, comp titles, comp authors, anything else relevant to your book so that you can get a relevant agent will be perfect for you. In my next episode, I'll be talking to you more about comp titles and comp authors. So stay tuned for that. I'll be talking about that next week, just so you know. Okay, so let me tell you one more thing. Next, make sure the agents are the right fit for you. As I said earlier, do not query someone who's not even part of your genre. But be careful, because then you will risk getting an offer from someone you won't even be happy working with, or who might not be the best advocate for your book. Okay? But there is no guarantee you will get multiple offers. Some agents simply won't have time to read by your deadline. Okay? Number 2, hire professional help on your query letter. You might have written the most epic book in modern history, but without a perfect, polished query letter, it would not catch any agent's attention, and they're going to be less likely to read it. Give your book its best shot by hiring professional help, okay? Sure, there are lots of ways to crowdsource this help, like CPs, author book groups on Facebook, the Absolute Right forums, and so forth, and it doesn't hurt to start here. But in my experience, nothing matches the expertise of a proper editor. Like for some people, you Readsy. Readsy is a really good website. Okay, so you could try maybe doing that, or maybe you could just maybe go to a library, and libraries are very good with these things. Or you could go to some friend who is an author, and you can ask them how they wrote their query letter. They're good help too. So there are these 2 professionals for 2 rounds of edits. Number 1 is Craig Browning. She's a editor at Entangled, and number 2 is Kay Johnson, who is the literary agent apprentice for Curvy Literary Agency. Okay, now remember one more thing. Number 3, the 3rd tip. Personalize your query letters. Do not just copy paste the same query letter to each and every agent you do, because then that would just mean you're just not making sense. You should maybe personalize them. So right, when an agent says they want, what they mean by a comp title is when an agent says that they mean they want a book comparable to the one of your comp titles. I mean, for example, if you're writing a book of mystery and you have this character who goes missing and stuff, you could say, okay, my comp title is Spider-Man meets Gone Girl or something like that, depending. But do not keep it too high-tech. For example, do not compare your book to something which is totally out of your writing, for example, totally out of your league. That's what I mean. So, for example, if you're writing a book, say first book, you cannot compare your book to a best-selling book. You have to compare something which is around your book. Or if you're comparing something which is way above, you will have to say that this book is way above, but it's similar to this. Okay? I'll be going more into detail on that in the next episode, but let's just continue about what we talk about. Now, the second thing you'll have to make sure you do when personalizing your query letter is you have to add any other interest that lines up with the book. For example, if my book is about dogs or cats, you'll have to write about animals. That's the interest that lines up with the book. Client titles that could be comp titles means that when an agent sold a book similar to yours, you should add that too. So that's great. And then maybe you could add other interests. For example, when an agent mentioned their interest on the website, you could add them. For example, like in an interview or in a face-to-face conversation, etc. Personal connections. This is very important. When you have a referral or when one of your close friend is represented by and happy with this agent, it doesn't hurt to mention it. For example, if you have like this agent, let's say my agent is the same agent as J.K. Rowling. You could probably say that my friend has the same agent as you and she's really happy with your agency. So I guess I would be happy to have you represent me or something like that. But do not make it too informal. You have to be formal but nice and personalized on every single query as it takes a lot of time but it's worth it. Number 4, use query tracker to track everything. So query tracker is used to track your progress instead of just using a spreadsheet. There's some really handy tools in there. You can easily mark what you queried, receive the response, and sort by that status. You can pay your account for $25 per year, or you can just use the basic one, which just use the normal ways like how you do it. Okay, number 5, the five tip is test your query with fast responding agents. It's used best to send small batches of 5 to 8 queries at a time. Do not wait for too long. So just do 5 to 8 queries each week or each month and wait for responses. Okay? Our last and final tip is choose an agent who's truly excited. Do not choose, obviously if you get too many representations, do not focus on all of them. Focus on some of them, but do well. So those are the 6 tips I have for you guys. In the next episode, I'll be talking to you more about comp titles and comp authors and other stuff like that. Now let's move on to our author talk on Kwame Mbalia. Kwame is a husband, father, writer, a New York Times bestselling author, and a former pharmaceutical meteorologist in that order. His debut middle grade novel, Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky, was awarded a Coretta Scott King Author Honor, and along with the sequels, Tristan Strong Destroys the World and the entire third book is published by Rick Riordan Presents / Disney Hyperion. He is the co-author of The Last Gate of the Emperor with Prince Joel McConnell from Scholastic Books, a Howard University graduate and a Midwesterner now in North Carolina who survives on dad jokes and Cheez-Its. Okay, so that's about him. Now let me talk to you about his book. So let me. So, 7th grader. Okay, this is about Tristan Strong Punches a Hole in the Sky. Bestselling author Rick Riordan presents Kwame Mbalia's epic fantasy, a middle grade American god set in a richly imagined world populated with African American folk heroes and West African gods. 7th grader Tristan Strong feels anything but strong ever since he failed to save his best friend when they were in a bus accident together. All he has left of Eddie is the journal his friend wrote stories in. Tristan is dreading the month he's going to spend on his grandmother's farm in Alabama, where he's being sent to heal from the tragedy. But on his first night there, a sticky creature shows up in his bedroom and steals Eddie's notebook. Tristan chases after it. Is that a doll? And a tug-of-war ensues between them underneath a bottle tree. In a last attempt to wrestle the journal out of the creature's hands, Tristan punches the tree after ripping open chasm into the mid-pass. A volatile place with a burning sea, haunted bone ships, and iron monsters hunting inhabitants of this world. Tristan finds himself in the middle of a battle that has left black American folk heroes John Henry and Brer Rabbit exhausted. In order to get back home, Tristan and his new allies will need to entice the god Anansi the Weaver to come out fighting and seal the hole in the sky. But bartering with the trickster Anansi always comes at a price. Can Tristan save the world before he loses more of the things he loves? To know more, read the book. The This is the first book in the series. The second book is Tristan Strong Destroys the World. And the third book is not part of the series, but it's another book which is related to that, but not written by Kwame Mbalia. It's called The Shadow Crosser, written by J.C. Cervantes. We'll be talking about her next time. Okay, so that's it for today. I hope you all had fun, and I hope to see you all guys next time. Bye guys.